I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you, and today I'm going to do part 3 of the stationery box, and this is to actually make up the cards. So I have got very vanilla, and it's your standard 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. I've got a piece of Night of Navy that measures 3 1/4. So I'm going to place this on by your 5 and your 7/8. So it measures exactly the same as your card base in length. So just going to glue this down. So I've prepared all the pieces, so I've just got to make the card. Now just I'm out of shot, sorry. I'm gonna just, there we go. And just make sure that you've got an equal increment on the side of your card, and I'm just gonna tap that down, and I will cut that off later, and then I'm going to pop the one of the it's going away from me, Boho Indigo. So the cards that I've decided to do are focusing 90% on Boho Indigo, but you could do this with any DSP. So you've just made this the same length as well, and equal increments, and I better get my ruler to actually tell you what that is, because I've forgotten to tell you. So I always like to have my ruler out. So of course it's the 5 7/8 in length, and it's 2 3/4. Right, before I go any further, I'm just going to get my trimmer out, and I'm just going to pop that in my trimmer. No, I'm not. I'm going to have to use my scissors. So I will do that later, because I'm in a bit of chaos and my scissors are nowhere to be seen. There's only my old pair. Right, so I'm going to position the happy birthday. Now I want to keep these very flat, because they're going in the box. The more I've got going, it's going to lift it up too much. So I'm going to put a piece of gold, and then on top I'm going to put a piece of the embossed out of the set, and I've cut this out with the Tasteful Touches dies, and I'm going to get some Terran tape for that, because the Terran tape will stick that down. Come on, where are you, Terran tape? There. Can't see for looking. Right, so I'll put a little bit of Terran tape onto this. So I think what I will do is position this. So bring it there. Think about there, and I want the tape about there, so that's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm positioning my tape onto my card. I will just cut those, just burnish that down, and then my piece of ribbon is going to go on the top of there. And then on top of this I will also put some Terran tape. So we'll go there on top. Just smooth that down, lift that off, and then pop this in position. So I'm popping that about halfway. There we go. So make sure I've got that straight. Oops, I forgot to put glue on the rest. Sorry about that. So fetching it off, and I'll put some glue on there. Put it again. So I'll just make sure it's got level on the line, and then where it sort of bows out, get that there, and then just really burnish that down. Now when I find my sharp scissors, I will slant the corners of these, but for now I'm just going to pop the happy birthday on. So again, I'm just going to glue this straight down. So the happy birthday is from my Posted For You set. It's a lovely font, this. I do like it very much. And there isn't a happy birthday in the boho undergo, but you don't have to stick to using that. So I'm going to pop my leaves. I think I'll pop them like that. So I need to position my vase, and what I've done is I have, on the Very Vanilla, I have done the vase on Very Vanilla with Night of Navy. So that's going to be the first one. That's going to be in the centre, and that doesn't matter if that goes over the top of your label, and then put the leaves. So these are the leaves that come with the set. I'm going to pop those on a side, and then pop the other one on the other side. So because it's wet glue, I'll have chance to move them if I'm not happy with them. And then yeah, like that. So just press those down, then I'll come in to pick up my vase. I'm going to make sure there's plenty of glue because it's got to grab on there, and that's going to go back on there now. So just going to hold that down because it's going on to embossed paper. And then we've got the flowers that again I have die cut these out after I've used them to I've used Mango Melody to actually do those. So that is number 1 card done. Oh, that's not that, that's that way, sorry. Just going to put some more glue on there, got it the wrong way around. So pop that on there. So then Mango Melody. Now I have brought my poker tool, and what I'm going to do is put some of my little glitter dots that I've made. I'm going to pop one in each of the centre. So just get those going off. So that's one. Go in the centre there, and pick another one out. And that can go on there, and then one more I want for the other centre. Now we'll put a something inside, but because I have got 6 cards to make, I don't want to be doing the inside currently. Have I pulled that off? I think I have. So yeah, I think that's right. So put those on there. Right, just let me see if I can find my scissors. Yes, I've spied my scissors. So I will put that going that way, and that can go the opposite way like that. So that's card number 1. Now I'm not going to crease it because I'm going to put a verse on at a later date, but that's card number 1. Okay, so card number 2. Right, I have got a piece of the designer series paper. Again, you can use any designer series paper. This is 5 3/8 by 2 3/8, and I'm just going to pop this. So I think I did it that other way. I'm hoping I did it that way. It won't matter. Both lovely. So yes, I did. I do like this one. So I'm going to put this just coming away about 1/4 of an inch away from my fold, and just trying to get the top and the bottom level. So there's my fold, and there is my piece of designer series paper. Then I have cut a gold piece of foil, and this measures 3 1/16 by 3 3/16, and that's going to offset. And I've also got again a piece of the emboss. This is 3 1/16 by 2 15/16 it looks. So it's just going to give me that equal increment all the way round on the gold foiling. So I'm just gonna make sure I've got plenty of glue on here. And put this on the gold foil, so you've got an equal increment going all the way round. Okay, and then the happy birthday is going to go at the bottom. So this is going to come off to the side like this. So I'm going to now glue this on the side. Let's put plenty of glue on there and putting it nearer the top. The same distance that I've put from there, I'm putting on this side here. Now if you get any fluff on your paper sticking out, just stick your nail under it and rub over it, and then glue it back down again. So I've cut out 3 different vases just with the DSP. So I'm just going to stagger those going down like that. And then I'm putting the leaves that the foliage that you cut out, I'm going to put all 3 of those going down as well. So I'm just going to roughly position, make sure these are the ways that I wanted the leaves. Yes, I think they are. So right, I'm okay now. So I'll put this quite close to the edge, just leaving a little bit of a gap, and that's where the foliage, that's going right down. In fact, I might take it just slightly up the vase, so the vase is going to go slightly up, so about an equal increment there of about an eighth and an eighth there. So just roughly put that in position, and it's the leaves that I'm going to glue into position. So I'll glue my leaf into position while the vase is roughly there. So I'm taking that to about the middle and then just pressing that down, and then my vase can come on the top now. So it's lovely both sides, so you can use either side, and this is just the largest vase that I've cut out. So again, I'm going for that equal increment to make sure my vase is straight, and that's going on there. Then I want the next vase down, and just the last vase, just let's see how much. Yes, that's fine. So I'm going to put some dobs of glue on this one now, so that we can glue this down as well. So that's going to come down there, just so it's got the two leaves poking up. Just pop those down, and oops, put that down. Let's see if that's in the same place. Yeah, I think so. And then I'll glue the next vase. So this is the next vase down. Just cut the vases out of the DSP, that's all I've done. So put that on there and make sure it's straight. This is a very curvy vase, so it's difficult to get straight. And then the last one, I'm going to go in so that I've got an equal increment at the side, and just before that dries off I will pop in my last leaf. Now I thought it'd be a bit different with this one, so instead of there being flowers on this, so got to press these down because this is on the embossed paper. I thought I'd stick some butterflies on here, so I'm just going to randomly put my butterflies going. So I think I'll have this one at the top actually, so that's going to hold on there. Oh, put some more glue on it. This is the problem with not putting dimensionals on this paper, so need to hold that for a second or two. Okay, there. Okay, and I thought I'd put one on the vase, so we'll put one on the vase. Now these butterflies are from the Beauty Abounds, and they had these in clearance, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get those. I love the little butterflies that I can make with the gold. I've left all the little pieces in this one, so this can go at the top. Some I've taken out, and I thought I'd leave some in. Just give it, this one can go at the top there. Now what happened there? Did some little dots come out? That's fine. So and we'll have another little butterfly. It's gonna fly. I think he can go on there like that. And just better have one more going at the top here. So where should we have him? We'll have him on there. and another little one here. So I've gone butterfly mad. That can go at the top there as well. And then we'll just put the happy birthday on. So the happy birthday will come on the bottom. So just try and see where the edges are so that you can roughly get this in the middle. I need to pop it up a little bit so I can see. There we go. And we'll just have a little butterfly hanging off the end. So shall I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? So I might just have that one just there. So we'll hang him off the bottom there. Okay. So he'll just be there. Okay, oops, perhaps not. Doesn't want to stick. Let's stick a bit more on him. Oh dear, now his wings are collapsing. Put it in there. Put that. There we go. So hopefully they've gone on. So that's card number 2 done. Okay, right, for card number 3. I just thought I'd put a piece of DSP down the edge. So this measures just over 1.5, but you could make it 1.5 by your length of your card, which would be your 5 7/8. So I'll just do. There we go. So that can go, and I'm just going to put this against the edge. So seeing it's hard in the light, so I'm just lifting it up to make sure, oops, that it's against that edge, and then I will trim the bottom later. I'm now going to put some of my adhesive on the back. So my tear and tape, just going to put a piece on the back like that. In fact, I'll put a bigger piece as well going down there. And I've already, whoops, nearly did it with my best scissors. That's it. So I'm going to hold this up, and I've already done the sentiment from the Boho Indigo. And now I'm just going to arrange my leaves coming out. So I'll have the big one there and this coming out. So I'll then put my glue on the back of all of these. So put some glue on the back. Make sure that I've got some going down the stalks as well and in between. And then position this so it's in the lower part of the card, but I'm looking at these bits here to hopefully get those roughly about the same. So we're just going to pop that there, and then we'll have the big flower actually tucking underneath. So just going to get that in quick and tuck that under there a bit. Okay, so that's fine, that can go there. So tuck that, and then I'm going to just put these hanging off the edge of the sentiment on either side. And there. and one hanging off there, so just need to press that down. Now I think that's okay, so I'm just going to trim that to the card base. Let's put those down. So that's card number 3 done. Now I'm going to go back to card number 1, I think it was. I'm just going to go and trim that little bit off the edge. There we go. So that was card number 1, wasn't it? Okay, so card number 4, quite simple, is I've got a piece of DSP that measures 3 and 8, 9, 10, 11 16ths by 4.5. Now these were just pieces that I had got offcuts, so I'd use the other bits for something else, and that's why it's an odd measurement, but I wanted to use up my scraps, so I'm going to do that. So I'm looking for equal increments at the side, so looks as though that's 1/4 inch, and then top and bottom I am looking for. Okay, and this paper goes in and out. Can you see it's faded? So I've managed to get the happy birthday to do the same. So don't know whether it's coming on camera, but it's a bit faded. So I've got that to do the same. Now what I'm going to do is put my 2 sprigs of flowers so that they're going the opposite ways. So just going to glue those down, going opposite ways. So I'm going to bring it into the corner, and so it's taken, so it's coming off into the corner, and I'm going to do the opposite with the other side. Right, now my battery power is saying, oh, I see what's happened, that didn't work then, did it? Just bear with me. Gotta just put that in. That's it, that's coming back up on board now. Just have to not trip over my wire. Right, so that is going up into the top corner, so it goes like that equally in the corner, and then I'm going to put a flower on top, and my happy birthday is going to run through the middle. So here we're going to glue this down. So like that, go in there, and then glue this one down. Glue this coming down, and just while that's wet I can quickly get in with my sentiment. And that's going to go across both of them, so I'm looking to get that there, perhaps spin that a little bit, and maybe spin that a little bit. Okay, so it's just poking over the edge like that. Okay, so that's another simple one. So that's card number 4. Then card number 5. I have cut a piece of foil paper that measures 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. So I'm going to glue that in equal increments. Just wait for my glue to settle down. I'm going to glue those as equal increments, and then place that in the center there. Okay, and then my piece of DSP, this measures 4 7/8 by 3 1/8, and that is going to go in the middle as well. So that, then make sure if you've got directional, you've got it the right way, and we're going to leave equal increments all the way around there. And then I thought that this one, I'd use the tag one, and I'm just going to do a faux bow. So I'm going to get the gold ribbon and just tie this in a knot. So let's just cut this. So I'm going to tie it in a knot. So do fine. There we go, lovely. So that will just be in a knot like that, and then I'm just going to angle my ribbon. I'll do fine, and put this at a angle. Now I'm struggling because of the ribbon to have this flat, so this is a card that I am going to stick dimensionals on the tag. I was trying to avoid sticking any dimensionals on anything, but I see that the ribbon is not going to allow me to stick this flat, so this will be the one that has to have the dimensionals on. As I say, I've been trying to avoid that, and I'm going to stick it at a jaunty angle, about like that on there. There we go. And then we'll position our 3 leaves at an angle onto our tag. So we'll have the 2 at the bigger leaves. So we've got leaf going there. And 1 leaf we'll have going there, and then this one down the middle. I'll stick that a bit lower because of the bow, and then we'll have the happy birthday coming across. Now I'm going to stick this on with tear and tape, so I'll put a piece of tear and tape on the back of this because it's going to be difficult, and stick some glue on either side of it. Turn this happy birthday around, and that is going to be there, so I'm going to pop that straight. That's about right, and then we'll have a little flower poking over the top, and we'll just glue this down. So that will poke over the top of the happy birthday there. There we go. So that is card number 5, and then we've just got one left now. Bring this one in. Right. So I've just cut, and I'm going to use some elements from the Gorgeous Posy kit. Unfortunately, it was in the last annual catalogue, and it's no longer available, but I love kits and I do buy them, so if you follow me you'll see that, you know, them popping up quite a lot because I do like them. Right, so I cut two pieces that are 1/2 inch wide, and this piece again will cut down, so it should measure 5 7/8, but this is 3 inches in width. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to stick tear and tape down the sides. So my tear and tape is going to go down the side of my DSP. There we go. And then cut that off, and then we'll do the same at the other side. So let's get that off and turn it round and do this at the other side. There we go. There we go. So now why I've done that is because I want to put my gold edging onto my DSP. So I can line this up and leave 1/8 of an inch. Just make sure that I've got that right place, and then I can do that. So I can do exactly the same again. So I'm just going to put my gold foil piece straight, and then doesn't matter that they'll be different. I'm going to the edge, making sure it's about 1/8 of an inch. Oopsie daisy. I think that's okay. So stick that like that, and then we'll just cut this to this at this stage, and this to this, and now we can pop this on the card like so. So we'll just glue this now on the edges. And we'll just get this ready. Okay, and I'm getting equal increments at either side. Pull it over a little bit more. Difficult to see when you've not folded your card, but I'm looking for equal increment. I think that's about it, so that I've got equal distances here and here. Right, now I have again got a label that I'm going to put at the top, and again I'm going to do a faux bow. So what have I done on my ribbons just here? So this again, going to tie this. So just snip a little bit off, and then we'll tie this there. Let's do it the other way. So pop it at the top. That's it. Pull it tight. There we go. And then again I will just come in and snip some angles on my ribbon. And this one, the way I've tied it, it's gone flatter. So I did it right this time. So it's gone flatter. I'm able to cut this. And again, I've used the sentiment from Boho Indigo. So I'm going to put this near to the top like that. And then I have cut out the largest vase with the dies, using again the emboss paper. So you could emboss anything you've got. So I'm going to pop this down at the bottom because I'm going to make sure that I've got equal increment either side of there. And then I'm just going to start to position, well actually I'm going to do my trick of my flowers first. So I've picked the little flowers and I'm just going to put a little bit of tear and tape on and release that, and then stick my leaves coming out of there. So I'll do that on each one of my flowers first. So I've got some tear and tape on the back of each of these. I don't mind where I put it, so I'm putting it anywhere. That's it. And then I'll get another set of leaves to come off here. And we'll start to look at the positions roughly where these are going to go, and another one I want on here. Tear that off. Oops. And put the leaves on here. And I'm roughly putting those in that position, but I can see gaps. So what I'm doing with those gaps is I'm going to pop a leaf in the centre. So I'm going to pop this leaf, just slightly tuck in. I've just left enough room, I think, to tuck that there. So it's going to have the, oh, get back. I'm going to put some more glue on there. It slid off and not where I wanted it to be now, so get that slightly under there. There we go. And now this can be glued. Let's see, so that's going to go on there like that. And I've got this one coming off to the side now. So that's going to come off to the side there. And then this one can probably come on front of them, but you can see a little bit of green needs to go there. So pop that underneath. So that can go in there. That then can go on the top. So that can go there, and can we just, that just looks as though it needs that little bit just there. So you just have a look, just eyeball as you're doing it. Okay, so there. Okay, that looks fine now. So just gonna press on that, and we've got that. Now I did have a butterfly spare. There we go. And I've decided now, bring in the butterfly, and my butterfly can just go on my vase down here. I just felt my vase wanted something, and I was struggling, and I've got my glue going off on there, which I don't want. So just make sure I've got plenty on there because it's got, so I'm just going to position that butterfly on there. There we go. So my butterfly is just going to stick on there. Right, so that is the 6th card. As I say, I will decorate inside, but I'm not going to make the video any longer now. So that is part 4. No, part 3, sorry. Part 3 with all the different cards that I have made. So to go in the box. So we've got all these different ones that I've just made, and as I say, I don't want them to be too bulky because I want to fit lots of cards in the box, and I've not creased them because I want to stamp on here first before I crease them. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for dropping by. If you're watching from my YouTube channel, don't forget to subscribe and press the notification bell so that you can not miss any future videos. So thank you, and I will see you tomorrow with part 4. Thank you. Bye.